Right guys, this is Dave from Moggy's Fitness Training. A very common cue we use in here when we're training our at the higher pace, the more sort of metabolic work that we're doing, is big exhales, big breaths. What does that mean? Why do we use it? Quite simply, our exhale is related to our parasympathetic nervous system. What does that mean? Fairly simple. Sympathetic nervous system is, you can think of that as the go pedal, the accelerator pedal. Parasympathetic, you can think of as the brake pedal, okay? So you've got the high, let's go, adrenaline, rah, which is the sympathetic side of it. Or you can think of the parasympathetic, which is to slow it down, recover, recuperate, rest, etc. Our out breath, when we breathe out, that's when we can, the diaphragm is lifting up, everything sort of compresses, the vagus nerve is stimulated, parasympathetic gets a chance to kick in. It is dampened down by a by an elevated sympathetic system, okay? That's all easily available on the Google. Just look up article after article, Wikipedia, whatever. So, when we breathe, and this is a question we get a lot, when do we breathe in? Why do you always say breathe out? So what we'll see, somebody's done a set of, say, jerks or burpees or a bag or whatever. Buzzer goes off, rest time. We want them to continue to focus on the exhale. In between each exhale, there will be an in-breath. It is reflexive. You cannot stop. Well, you can. You'll be too knackered to think about that, but you will not stop it. The in-breath will happen. What we're doing is, if you imagine you've got a gas exchange going on. You've got oxygen, you've got carbon dioxide. Okay? Ideally, just as a visual, right now, they're on kind of a level. Okay? As we train, as we work, bang, 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 we work into that oxygen debt, we're building up so the energy demands are high, we're building lactate, we're getting tired. Alrighty? Oxygen, carbon dioxide, balance is starting to get here, isn't it? Carbon dioxide's up here, oxygen's down here. We need to pay that back. They call it oxygen debt. It's a nice little term. It's an easy sort of visual. Alrighty? We've got to pay back that debt. So we do that by firing out that carbon dioxide first. All right, you have enough oxygen. You have enough oxygen. What you have is too much carbon dioxide. All right, so we've done our bam, 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 bam. We've done our whatever it is we're doing. So then we need to. If you strap a heart rate monitor on, and I've done this. This video is going in a blog post. There'll be an image in the blog post of a workout I track with my heart rate monitor. These are the exact recovery practice I do, and you will see the drop in the heart rate. And I'll explain in the blog. I don't do video editing very much, so I could edit this into the video. But on one of the rounds, you'll see a blip. And I'll explain what that is. That is when I stopped doing the deliberate recovery. I was no longer shaking the limbs out, focusing on the exhale, paying back that debt, and you'll see how when I got distracted by somebody coming to that window to grab my attention for something, how my heart rate actually started going back up. So when we talk about big breaths, big exhales, that's what we mean. You'll have heard boxers using those exhales. You've heard tennis players basically throwing a ki with a power strike. We know it helps during the round. When you're lifting heavy reps for heavy high reps, whether it's kettlebell sport, whether it's high rep squats, etc., you'll hear breathing repetitions where you're doing a couple extra breaths. kettlebell snatch where there's multiple breaths. Breathing squats where you do a rep to do multiple high reps. Multiple exhales. In breaths are reflexive. You don't need to worry about it. Alright, so big breaths, big exhales. That is the key to endurance, maintaining high power output for extended periods of time. Alrighty, this is Dave from Augie's Fitness Training. That's a very brief video on quite a complex topic if you want to get into it. You don't need to understand all the science. Have a play, experiment with it, strap a heart rate monitor on, send me your feedback. Thanks for watching.